You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes.
They said the truth was buried deep in files they tried to burn. David's on the mic now, it's the people's turn. From shadow men in black to creatures in the mist, he's cracking open secrets that the government dismissed. Spooky lights above us, he's tracking every blink. Aliens, cryptids, yeah, he's making you think. With a journal full of clues and a wild-eyed hunch, he's talking ghost towns, lost time, Bigfoot's lunch. Old Dayvid don't know, but he's looking for the code on a long dark road where the weird ones go. Mics stay hot when the stories unfold, digging through the static for the truth untold. From pyramids on Mars to sounds in the night, he's chasing after whispers just beyond the light. Tinfoil hat, nah, it's a crown for the bold. Turn the dial up, these tales don't grow old.
Hey everybody, it's David from Down the Rabbit Hole, and you're listening to Dayvid Don't Know. I have a really fun time ahead for you guys. I get to talk to Laura everywhere. She's basically everywhere. She goes all over the world, and she records her adventures with her husband, Ricky Rooster. They're out and about, and she makes the greatest videos on Instagram. If you're not following Laura everywhere, definitely do yourself a favor and follow. I get to talk to them. We talk about some of the stuff they went through. Actually, they've had some paranormal experiences that are really interesting. So this is going to be great. First, let's get into the spooky story. Okay, here we go. So, picked up this lady. She's about my age. She said that she basically she didn't have a story for herself, but she had one from her mom. And let me tell you guys, this one was kind of interesting. According to her, her mom and her friend were both in their teenage years, and they were out on the roof looking at the sky. She says that her mom said that there was a light that just came out of nowhere. It was super bright and flashed away. It was like there, and then it was gone. And it was like maybe 15 minutes this was going on, they thought. And it turns out that it wasn't 15 minutes. They had been gone for 3 hours. So like after that, her mom didn't remember anything that happened. Very strange. But her mom's friend, I guess, kind of did, because she didn't want to talk about it. Every time her mom would bring it up, she goes, I don't know, or just drop it. And for a long time, she did not know why her friend was so freaked out, because she didn't remember anything. It was weird that they lost 3 hours, right? But whatever. So, time goes on. Her mom moves away and she loses touch with her friend. And so like a decade has gone by and they finally catch up. And when they catch up, her mom's friend, seems kind of distant and dreary and kind of like weird, a little weird. But after a little bit, they talk about the incident, and she actually is the one who brings it up. The one who didn't want to talk about it brings it up. And so she's asking her about it, and this lady's mom says, I don't really remember anything about it. But the other lady says she remembers almost everything. She said at first it was all bits and pieces, and she could remember any of it clearly, but suddenly, poof, it was all there. So at the first, when it first happened, she was confused about it and she didn't want to talk about it. But as time went by, she began to remember more and more of it. And then one day she remembered all of it clearly. She says she was abducted 3 more times. And that she remembered those clearly as well. Because at first, she was paralyzed and she couldn't move. And they did all sorts of invasive experiments on her. But the most recent time, they stopped doing those experiments and they began to talk. They didn't speak English or any other human language, but they could understand everything she could understand everything they said, and they could understand everything she said, even though they didn't speak the same language. They told her all sorts of stuff, like stuff about space, stuff about the Earth, and the most shocking thing, they predicted that she would get pregnant, and they predicted the year, and they also said that it would be stillborn, and after that she'd never be able to have children again. And so they also told her it was not going to be her fault, and they even made an attempt to save her from this fate, but they were unsuccessful. Weird, right? They also told her that they had abducted this lady's mother another time after that first incident, but her mom had no recollection of any of this, so it was a complete shock to her. But her mom does have reoccurring nightmares about being abducted. She always says that she's almost sure that that's all it is nightmares. So anyway, this other woman tells her that she speaks with them. She's come to understand the truth more and more. And when my rideshare rider's mom inquires about what the truth is, this lady said, "You'll know eventually." And she says that once she learned of the truth, whatever this truth is, everything became wonderful. So her mom has seen her a few more times over the years, and they kind of live, I guess, kind of far away. And she apparently has a normal life, and she doesn't obsess over alien stuff or anything like that. And she seems like a normal person. So what do you think about that? What is the truth? I'm so curious to what the truth is. And she said she had no clue. This lady would not tell her. She just said that everyone would know when it happens. Okay. Very interesting. What did you say? All right, man. I want to take a quick minute here, and I want to give a shout out to Erin, my friend Erin. She's so awesome, and honestly, I probably would not have got this show off the ground if it weren't for her. And her husband had a heart attack recently. I know he's doing better. I hope he's doing better, a lot better. So I know she's been really busy with that. She also has a podcast out there. And because she wasn't doing that podcast, she allowed me to use her StreamYard to record my first freaking, 9 or 10 episodes. Thank you, Erin. Thank you so much. I love you. You're awesome. I can't wait for you to get back to what you were doing. I hope your husband's doing great. And I wanted to show everyone this. She's a great artist, and this is what she sent me. Isn't that beautiful? If I'm not mistaken, that's in Colorado, and that's watercolor. So, fucking excellent job, Aaron. Thank you so much. All right, let's get on with the show. All right, Kevin, kick it out.
Where the weird ones go production.
Hey, everybody, it's David from Down the Rabbit Hole, and this is Dayvid Don't Know. And I'm sporting my Spurs gear right now because we're 4-0. That's right. The Spurs are 4-0. Tough for everybody else. We're about to be 5-0 tomorrow. And today, I actually have two special guests. They're married, believe it or not. I got Ricky and Laura from Laura Everywhere. Here they come. Ah!
We're live.
All right.
That was awesome. Woo! Yeah.
All right. Yeah.
Welcome, guys.
We're special like that.
We got a love-hate thing going on.
So how long have you guys been married?
Going on 25 years.
Get out of here. Really?
Yeah.
When did you get married? When you were 15? What?
No, we met when we were 20, going on 21.
Yeah,
21.
we're a little bit older.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? We up there.
Congratulations. That's awesome, man. That's
Thank
great.
Thank you.
I was married once.
Yeah.
How long did it last?
10 years. 10 years. I was with her. I was with her for 15. We're together for 15. But I'm happy now, man. I'm not saying anything about y'all's marriage. I'm sure it's great. But mine, not so much. But I'm with someone now. I'm very happy, and that's the way it should be, right? So
Yeah.
We're happy. You're happy.
Thank you. So I wanted to ask you guys.
That's how you make it last long.
How's that?
I said it's not 50-50. It's sometimes 30, 70, sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's a compromise. It's a compromise. Yeah.
Oh yeah, for sure. I have a relationship where I don't even have to worry about that. It doesn't even factor. It don't factor, man. I'm older than you guys though. I think that's part of it. We actually discussed this a lot, and it's like we're both older. You know, you get to a place where you know what you want already. And my first marriage was basically we were always like it was a combative thing. It was like I have my side and you have your side, and never the twain shall meet. It just seemed that way. This one now, it feels like we're on the same page on everything. It don't matter what it is, and I'm not having to fight for my side, which I love. That's my favorite thing, man. So I'm pretty sure you guys are like
definitely more compatible.
Absolutely. And she white. What?
Right?
So you got instant good credit.
Yes, sir. Hey, dude. Honestly, it's funny you say that. When I met her, credit bad. And it's now in the 750s, man. I don't know what happened.
Nice.
Well, in this reality, it's called a cheat code.
Well,
See,
Ricky,
I
can
didn't do
you
the
tell
cheat
us a
code.
little? No. Well, I'm sure you guys are doing great.
Yeah, we okay. We're not hurting.
Ricky, you have a media company, is that right?
Yes.
Ricky Rooster.
Yes, sir.
What's it called?
The media company is Uno Media.
Yeah.
I started off with the recording studio, which is PMG Entertainment, which means PMG is para mi gente. Yes. I've been doing it for, man, long. I mean, since I was a teenager, possibly.
Really?
Yeah.
Since before y'all were married. Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, she was a groupie in the studio. She was coming around. And...
You. I'll marry you.
Yeah.
Next.
He's such a babe.
Yeah. So she came by and stayed. Couldn't get rid of her.
You didn't want to.
Yeah, not that I want to, but That's good.
So what have you done with your media company, man?
We just started it. Like about 6 months ago, possibly.
Yeah, because we just had
Cool.
the studio. He's always had the recording studio, and then
Nice.
we both started doing photography, kind of just like as a hobby, because I was creating content, and so just trying to level up on my content creation and my videos. I started doing more photography, but that was just always a hobby we had since we were young. It was photography.
I've always had a camera.
Yeah, and
Nice,
he
nice.
kept getting better and better, and like upgrading his
I
equipment.
mean, because I got the camera because we were gonna record artists, do music videos for them, even for myself. But then I quickly learned that you can't. It's hard to film yourself.
Yeah.
To go somewhere and set up the camera and then you film yourself, it's tricky.
Yeah, that's true. You need someone there that's gonna like a professional. They're filming you and not like you, basically.
Yeah.
You have a drone too, is that right? I think Laura mentioned that you do a.
Yeah, we just got that probably about 2 months ago.
Nice.
Got my certification. I'm going to get my drone pilot license, but I got the certification to fly. And then I started learning all the laws to see, because I didn't want to get in trouble. I heard people getting fined for like 10 grand, 20,000 for not following the laws. Yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't even know you needed a certification.
Yeah.
It's
a lot. Yeah.
It's like a recreational permit for you to fly, and then you there's an app that you ask the FAA for permission to fly, and like I guess they got zones.
And people just think like you could buy a drone and just take off. Like, no, you'll get in trouble, and that's what he's saying. People get fined.
That's what I thought.
You learn the hard way.
And I learned real quick because I thought I was just gonna get the drone and start flying, whatever, but it wasn't like that.
I think if you're just like doing it, and you're not flying it a lot, or maybe
Recreational.
Yeah, I don't think like the FFA has police in the air all day, every day.
No, but the thing is that
if you get caught,
you have to have
fines,
like if it's over 250 grams, I think you have to register it with the FAA.
No shit.
Yeah. Now 249 is the drone that I have, which is the mini drone 4, the DJI, and you don't need to register with the FAA. But what it does is it geotags you, so once you fly up, they can see you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because you're connected to the internet.
Do you think you're gonna get whatever it is to, like, if you had a 250 just to be on the safe side, or what? You're not.
No, because the one I have it's 249. So you don't need to register it.
But what if a bird shits on it, man? And now you.
Oh gosh, that's.
Yeah.
So
now it's 250, bro. Because
then I'll have a shitty drone.
There's a content creator here in San Antonio that I'm friends with, and she took her drone to the Philippines to get like content. She was on vacation. She said an eagle attacked her drone, took the drone out. The drone fell into the ocean. She lost it.
Oh my God, an eagle? Damn.
Yeah, that's what she said in the Philippines. She was on a boat.
That is crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
And, and it's pretty fun flying that drone because you get a different perspective. You know what I mean? You're up there and you're seeing the world in a whole different light. You know what I mean?
Yeah, they're fun. It's fun flying it around.
I'm impressed with that kind of.
If you want to use it for commercially to like sell footage, you have to get registered with the FAA.
No, you have to get your drone pilot license.
Wow. I did not know, man. You're educating me on a lot of shit right now, because I was like, I thought I can just get it, throw it in the air. Yeah. $20,000 later.
There's a line of people waiting to get educated. So
I'm
first. That's probably why a lot of people don't. Yeah, but that's probably why a lot of people don't use drones, like, because they figure out like, oh wait, it's a lot of rules.
You know what blew me away? I saw this video once. It was, I don't know if it was 4th of July or New Year's. I can't remember which it was, but they had a drone flying through the fireworks, and that was the most amazing thing I'd ever seen.
Yes.
I think so was it here in San Antonio?
Yeah. Oh damn, I did this, didn't I? Did it. No, I don't think it was in here in San Antonio. Look, what did I do? I did something.
It was a drone shot. That's called a droney when you do that.
That's awesome. Yeah, man, that's cool. I'm so impressed with drone stuff. Did you guys get to go to this past weekend down to the what was it
The
called?
Muertos Fest.
Yes, I was
Yes, it was
there.
really fun. Yeah, there was a
I
lot of
loved
people.
it.
It was fun.
Yeah, a lot, man. It's nice.
We got there early Saturday, like I think it was like 10 something, and there was nobody there, and we're like, oh, this is awesome. It was nice and cool. People were still setting up. Really, I bet a drone would be awesome there. Did you happen to take yours out?
No, because
No?
it was a festival and there's
Yeah.
different rules. You have to have permission
Oh,
from
Yeah,
the
from the
park,
city.
from Hemisphere like park, plus the organizers of the event, and it was like too last minute. We didn't even know like we were gonna have the drone and like
oh, okay.
so. But I did see somebody flying a drone in there. Like during the parade, I saw a drone going over the procession.
So I was there the weekend before they were setting up, or actually it was Monday before they were setting up. The very tall statues were there, and there was a dude with a drone out there,
It
and he
was
was like,
us.
"Nah,
Wait,
really?
that might have been us.
Well, we were shooting the Catherine and the Katrina.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
Monday.
on Monday.
Yeah,
that probably was
I
us.
think it was us.
I went by you. I was like filming with my glasses. I was filming, and I went by you. Your drone was right in front of me, like,
Yeah.
and I was like, "Oh, check this out!" I was filming it, and then it moved.
Yeah, I think I remember.
Dude,
yeah.
you're kidding me. That was you?
Yeah.
That is hilarious.
I was like, bro, get the hell out of my shot, dude.
Exactly. He looked at me like that. He looked at me like, the hell? I said, oh, I think he wants me to move. I told Angie. I was like,
Oh,
He wants
that's
me to move.
so funny. Look back at your footage and see if it was him. It might have been us because we were
Because I
down there.
remember there's all these people, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? And
Yeah.
you know, it's
It was
crazy 'cause
just
when
me.
you have a drone, people just come up and ask you all types of questions.
Oh, yeah, dude.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
You
fun.
gave me a look like I thought maybe I shouldn't ask him any questions. He's
He
busy
he
right
had
now.
a serious face. Yeah, he was about business.
I was trying
Laura,
to get the
can I?
shot for Laura.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course. Of course. I was in the way, man. I understood. I understood. I got out. I got out. Laura, I came across your page, I think it was this week, and I saw the video where you were talking about drinking some, oh my God, what was it called?
The agua
La,
fresca,
La
the watermelon?
Llorona. La Llorona drinks.
Oh, yeah, that
And
was
you were
downtown
doing-
there at La Vita.
That
No,
was
no,
a
no, no,
very good video. I was so
Oh,
impressed
thank
with
you.
that video. I
know
was
what
like,
you're talking
dude,
about. Yeah.
you did a great job with that, man. And then I noticed that you do a lot of stuff. Like you do a lot. You guys go everywhere, apparently, right?
Yeah, that's why my name's Laura everywhere.
Yeah.
I changed it to that because people were constantly saying that to me. People were like, dang, girl, you're everywhere. Like, you go everywhere. And then it was like a joke. And my cousin was like, just change your name to Lara everywhere. He's also
Brilliant.
on the 210 Chismosa podcast with me, my cousin. He's like, we're going to change her name to Lara everywhere. And he kept saying it on the podcast and it just stuck. So I was like,
That's
I guess I'll
brilliant.
change my username.
That's a great change. What was it before?
It was just my name.
Laura
Lara.
I
Nowhere.
was just Laura.
It was just Lara.
Laura
Montes.
Nowhere.
No, it was just my first and last name.
I thought it would be Laura Rooster.
Nah, she's the hen.
So where did you come up with this? What was the idea that got you doing all that stuff?
Creating content, it was like a competition because of him. So Google Maps.
You
You
remember
know-
Google Maps and they had the Google reviews?
Yeah.
So like when
yeah.
you go, when you go
I
to a
would
restaurant,
post all
yeah.
these pictures of the food and review it and just different stuff. And man, I would get millions of views.
Mhm.
Oh wow.
She was like, I can outdo him.
Yeah, literally. I was like, your video, your food picture of your plate got how many views? And I was like, oh, I take way better pictures than you. So then I created my own little Google account, and it was like a competition, and we'd go eat, and then we'd see like whose Google photo would get like the most views.
Oh my God.
And then from there I started posting them on like Facebook and Instagram just to make my family jealous. Like, look at where I'm eating at today. Or, look at where I'm at today. And my sisters would be texting me like, dang, no invite, or like, dang, there you go eating at your bougie restaurants. And it just went from there. Like people just kept telling me like, you should be a blogger. You should be a blogger. And I was like, one day I was like, you know what? I'm going to try it. Let me just try it. And let me just start blogging. And we were going everywhere anyway. It truly is my life. Like where I go, like what I do, like this is who we are every day. Like we really do go out to eat. We really do go to events and stuff.
Yeah, we really have traveled to the other side of the world.
Yeah. So
That's
I was
great.
like, well, let me just post it and see what happens.
Yeah, I was just showing Angie, my girlfriend. We ate at Cheddar's, so it was nowhere special. We just ate
Yeah.
an hour ago.
Those are good.
Those are, dude. They weren't that great
Yeah.
today for some reason, but they're my favorite, the croissants.
Yeah.
And I was messaging you, and I saw like one of the videos. It came up on my feed. It was the Colorado one, and I was like, "Look, Angie." I was showing her, and she was like,
Yeah.
"This is great, awesome
Yeah.
stuff, man."
Man, Colorado's beautiful.
I know,
Oh, yeah.
especially this time
Oh
of
my
year.
God,
Yeah. We did like it was like sporadic because we found a sale on Southwest Airlines. We flew to Colorado for like $38 round trip.
What?
Yes.
Nobody believes me, but I have the email receipt. Like, I mean, that was the flight. Of course, they add the taxes, and then of course I had to pay for my luggage. So like,
But
my
round
luggage
trip?
was more expensive. Yes,
Round
my
trip.
luggage was more expensive than my ticket.
It was just a 3-day weekend.
Yeah, so we went
Oh,
for a
wow.
3 day. We didn't know
Came
where we
back.
were going. I
Yeah.
saw the flights at cheap. I'm like, hey, I'm booking them. Like, this is
Yeah.
to pass. So I booked
Yeah.
them, and then once we were there, I was like, hey, let's just try to go around to as many hot springs as we can, and that's what we did.
Oh, that's cool.
We
That
rented
is
a
really
car.
awesome.
Rented a car.
Yeah,
We went to the Stanley Hotel,
Mhm.
and we did a hike.
You went to
in the rock-
Estes Park?
We did. I did that
Oh.
video last week.
Yeah.
We went to Estes Park and we went to the Stanley Hotel. And I have a scary story about that one.
Please tell.
I forgot.
Please.
I forgot about
Let her
that
tell
one.
this
You
one.
want to tell it right now?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So we go into Estes Park and like I didn't feel nothing. I feel like I'm a person who I can sense things sometimes, right? I didn't feel nothing the whole time. We go through the tour. So the way the hotel is, it's like the old side and the new side. So like
okay.
there's multiple buildings, right? So like the old side, you go in the basement. That's where the tour is. The cellar where they had the old jail. So like, yeah, it was just everything was nice. It's old, it's historic, and I like that kind of stuff. So I'm just looking at the architecture, walking around. They do have a hedge maze. So like I went through the hedge maze. I made a video pretend like I'm running through there. And I was fine. We go to the second part and I go up by myself because he was getting tired already. He's like, I'm not gonna walk up all those stairs because it's a lot of staircases in the hotel. Long hallways, just like in the movie The Shining. Like I could see where he got like all the inspiration and how the movie is, and it's like long hallways, just a bunch of doors. And I was like,
And nobody
no.
in there.
Yeah,
In
nobody.
In that one building, there was
and
nobody
I'm
in
like,
there.
how is this building so empty? And like the main building was like so packed with people walking around everywhere. Not like real packed, but there was just movement.
So
And I'm like,
was the old building empty? That was the old building?
oh, it was like the new, like I
Really?
don't
Okay.
know. They say it's the newer
It's
side,
addition,
but
yeah,
it's just
yeah.
it looks the same. They're both old, but I don't know if that one was
Oh,
built
gotcha.
or what. But like they're right next to each other.
Mhm.
And I turned down this one hall, and it just gave me the chills. It looked just like the hallway from like the movie, and I was like, oh no, I'm
wow.
gonna see the little twin girls, or I'm gonna see something. And I'm like, I'm up here by myself. It's super quiet. Like, let me just go back down and find Rick. So we go back down. I go
Come
back down.
play with us, Laura.
Yes, I was like, no.
Forever.
So we're
Forever.
leaving because we weren't staying there. We just went for the tour.
Yeah.
So we were walking towards the car. It was dark outside already. It gets dark up there in the mountains. Like there's no light, nothing.
Really?
Just like little lights here or there on the property.
Mhm.
I tell them, oh, I'm gonna get some content. Go ahead and meet me in the car. I'm gonna like record the exterior of the building, like do some pans, like get some video. I'm standing there and I start panning my phone, and I'm like, okay, like let me just get a good shot. Well, on your phone when you're recording, that little red square pops up and it tells you like to focus on a face, like on the person.
Yes, yes.
Yeah. A square pops up. The square wasn't there when I had already recorded and I was almost done. I was about to turn off my phone and the square pops up.
Mhm.
And I was like, why is that square popping up? Like there's nobody there. So I pan a little bit and the square stays in the same spot, like wherever
Cool.
it was focused on in the parking lot. So I'm like, is somebody walking on the path? Because there's like like walkways and stuff in between the buildings.
Mm-hmm.
I zoom in, zoom out. I look with my eyes. I like put my phone down. And the whole time on camera, like you could hear me. I'm like, hey, why did this square pop up? I'm like, okay, guys, like I'm recording and the squares popped up, but there's nobody there. I'm like, maybe it's the light, like, cause along the path there was like poles with little lights, right? Like guiding the lights guiding you. And I'm thinking like, oh, it's probably one of the lights. It's focusing on the lights. So then I'm like, whatever, there's nobody there. So again, I'm about to turn off the phone and the square jumps forward to like the sidewalk. And I'm in the driveway, like I'm literally like in like the driveway where people would drive. And I'm like, oh my God, you can hear me on camera saying, oh my God, the square moved. Like the square got closer to, like, it was behind like where the bushes were and like the lighted path. And then it jumped to like the sidewalk in front of the tree. And I'm like, there's nobody there. Like, there's absolutely nobody walking around. Like, there's nobody here. I'm like, what's going on? And I'm like, and I'm still like, you're skeptical. You're just like, whatever. It's just the phone. And I'm about to turn off the phone again for the third time. And the thing jumps to like halfway between me and where it first started. And then I freaked out because it was like just a few feet in front of me at that point, the square.
Holy
like
shit.
somebody had, so it moved 3 times.
Yeah.
I ran. I was like, oh, heck no. Like, I'm not going to be one of those people in the movies that like lets the ghost possess you because you were just so curious. Like, I'm out of here. You can see me, like, hear me on the phone. I'm like, oh my God, the thing moved closer. It looks like it's right in front of me. I'm like, I'm not letting no spirits get me. And I run. Well, he was already in the vehicle and we were in a rental car. So I couldn't even remember what kind of car we were in.
And I didn't even have it on.
And he didn't turn on the car. So he was just sitting in the car. I run through the parking lot like I'm scared. And then I was like, Rick, like, where's the car? I passed the car.
And I'm all leaning back.
He's
like
just leaning back in the car, like
oh my
nothing's
God.
happening. And I'm like, I call him. I'm like, I'm freaking out. Like, I saw something on my camera. Like, where are you? He's like, I'm in the car. I'm like, I don't know which one. I don't know which car it is. Like,
oh my God.
And then he had to open his door so that the light could come on. And then I found the car. I'm like, we're out of here. Like, we're out of here. Like,
were you able to look at the video and see if there was anything in those areas?
I don't see. And then I'm so dumb because that little square box in my head while I'm recording, I'm like, oh, well, y'all could see the square box. Like, look at the square box is moving, but that square box doesn't get recorded. That square box is for you. Like, yeah, the square box is to guide you while you're recording.
Yeah, it's telling you there's somebody there, basically. Like, you need to focus on this person.
It's a facial, like a facial detector.
Focuses on the eye.
Yeah.
Crazy. That's crazy.
Yeah.
So you actually had something.
That's
really
one of my, I have a lot of like scary.
So where have you been? Like, what is your favorite place that you visited?
Oh, just in general?
Yeah. Because you guys have been pretty much around the world, right?
Yeah. People.
All of them, I guess you would say.
I know, like, I don't know if I have a favorite place. And I get asked this a lot because we travel a lot and people always think automatically that I'm going to say Paris, right? Because like, that's so popular, going to Paris and the Eiffel Tower. Yeah. But I feel like my favorite trips are the ones where I'm more in nature. So like the ones where I'm hiking, the ones where I'm like in forests, surrounded in forests and trees and lakes. Those always like give me the best memories. Like, because like Paris, we've been all through Italy, and like the pieces of Italy that were like my favorite were more like where you're in the ocean or on the beach, because when you're going on tours and stuff, it's so crowded.
Yeah.
Everywhere you go, like these big museums or these big monuments, all the landmarks, like they're just full of people, and it's not, and like, of course you're going to go and see it. Like, you're going to go to the Colosseum because if you're in Rome, you're going to do it. But yeah, it's just like, it's crowded, it's touristy. There's always people trying to sell you stuff. And like, yeah. So the trips I enjoy are the ones where I'm more like in nature. Like, we've gone to Canada a few times,
Oh wow.
Like the British, like
Yeah, Victoria, Canada was very nice.
yeah, like
Oh,
those are the trips I like, where we're more doing hikes.
But you know, they always hold me for about an hour.
In Canada,
Yeah,
Why is
yeah,
that?
customs.
Well, because they're like, he already crossed one border. What the hell? We're gonna let him cross another border?
That's hilarious, man.
He really does get held up in
Yeah.
customs. Like
That's
they're
funny.
strict at their border.
Yeah, if you got like a felony or DWI, they won't let you in.
No
But you don't
shit.
have a yeah.
Yeah,
When
That's
he
crazy.
had it was some like you have something on your record when you were like
yeah. When
17.
I was young, I was
Yeah,
very
like
young.
16, 17,
Yeah.
and they pull us over every time we cross
Damn.
over to Canada. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Yeah,
Canada's nice. Colorado's nice. If you ever get
Yeah.
a chance, go over there and do all the hot springs. You'll
Mhm.
love it.
a couple of years
And the
ago
Vapor Cave.
we drove to New Mexico.
Oh,
And
yeah, we love New Mexico too.
I'm a huge Breaking Bad fan. And so we went to Albuquerque and went to go
Yeah.
see all the spots, and that was
Yeah.
cool. And then we went to Santa Fe, which I love Santa Fe, man. I was like super impressed. It's really high. It's like higher than Denver. Like
Mhm.
it's more than a mile up there. I had no problem breathing. My girlfriend was like, oh, "That's crazy up here," but it was fine to me. And people were super nice, just like San Antonio. People here are nice. I love this place. I'm a rideshare driver, and I pick up tons of people a day.
Okay.
And yeah, they're the people from here are great. They're great. I've only had one problem with one person in the 3,500 different
Your
people I
ex-wife?
picked up. No. She don't live here no more.
So you can't say all your exes live in Texas.
Actually, she still lives in Texas. In
Oh, she's
Houston.
still in Texas.
Yeah, but
Sorry,
we
I
didn't have
remember
children. We didn't have children, so we don't
Oh,
talk
good,
at all.
yeah.
It's
Yeah,
fantastic.
you don't need to. Yeah.
Don't need to. It's
And
great.
then one of our recent trips was this time last year. We went to Norway
Yes.
and we saw the Northern Lights. Like that was like one of my
Oh my
bucket list
God.
things. I was like, I have to see the Northern Lights before I die. Like I just have to. So we planned
That's
a trip and went. And then he had an experience
Oh,
there,
yeah.
and I'll let him tell you
Yeah.
his story.
Man, I had a crazy. I mean, it was beautiful there. Just being in that part of the world.
What part of Norway
seeing
were you
different
at?
Cultures.
Tromso.
Tromso. I guess he said Tromso,
Okay.
but it was nice.
Nice, man.
Beautiful place. I mean, it was. I mean, it was cloudy, but there was a day where it kind of broke off, and we were able to see the lights. So
Was it cold?
what? Oh yeah,
yeah.
definitely. Yeah,
Mhm. Yeah, we have big coats on, big
yeah.
parkas.
Big old coats. I mean, this one wanted to go rafting.
Whitewater raft?
No, rafting to go see the whales.
The whales.
In a
Oh,
little-
okay.
But you're not rafting. It's
No,
like
it's a little boat.
they are.
my
They're
God.
those
Okay.
little
With
like
just jackets on. Hell no.
no, they put you in they provide like suits for you on all the
Mhm.
excursions there that are heated and like thermal suits. But it was one of those tours where it basically does look like a rafting boat, but they
Like a
take you
speedboat.
into the ocean. It's
Okay.
like it seats 8 people. But have you ever seen those shots where like the whales jumping like this right in front of your boat?
Yeah,
Like those are the shots I was trying to get, but it was too windy. It was too windy, and they canceled all the tours.
Oh,
So we
shit.
just went on like a regular. We still saw the whales. We still
Yeah, we
did,
did see the whales.
but it was just like on a
Wow.
more commercial, like a bigger tourist boat.
Big old boat with a lot of people.
Yeah.
But like coming at the end of the trip, it was around 12 o'clock midnight, and we were getting a little hungry. And the little town is probably not. You could walk into
Yeah,
the
you
little
could walk
town
through.
center.
Oh, wow.
So I'm walking into the town center. It's drizzling out there. I got my jacket on, and I walk out, and there's nobody there. So I'm just, minding my own business, and I'm crossing like a bridge. So when I cross the bridge, there's all this water, you know what I mean? That's
Mhm.
right next to where we were staying at. But I heard a growl that
Oh.
growl touched my soul.
Damn.
it was a growl I ain't never heard, and I was like, oh hell no, what the hell was that? And I ain't really scared of stuff, but that right there, it moved me different. So I walked up, I sped up a little bit,
Mm-hmm.
and I was walking, and then I see some man like leaning on a pole, kind of like in the distance,
Uh-huh.
and he's smoking a cigarette. So in my mind, I'm all like, man, let me get my my hands out in case anything pops off. Or I gotta,
Yeah,
you know.
you got to work.
So I'm walking over there, and I'm looking straight at this dude, and he disappears.
What the hell?
Yeah, and I'm all like, it was just a Chicano U-turn from there. I was like, let me go back. Oh, I was like, what the hell? And in my mind, I'm like, what the hell just happened? I know I didn't see that. Because I'm not saying I don't believe in stuff like that, but I'm not in tune with that.
Yeah.
I know there's other people that they can tune into those frequencies where they can see ghosts and see paranormal stuff, but I've never been like that my whole life. I've never really seen anything but that right there, yeah, it made me think twice about it. So when I was walking back, I called her and I'm walking, through the bridge again, and I hear that growl again.
Again?
Like, man, again. And I'm like, I gotta get out of here because we're in another country. I don't want to get abducted by aliens or whatever it was. You know what I mean? And then I called her.
So do you think there was something under the bridge
I don't
that
know
was making that noise?
But when we got back to the States, right when we got back, I watch a lot of YouTube, and they were like, oh, there's aliens in the ocean and this and that.
Yeah.
There was a time period when all the drone stuff was happening that they didn't know what the drone stuff was.
Oh, yes.
So I was like, man, it was probably the alien trying to abduct me.
Yeah.
So something.
Yeah.
I
I'll
posted.
say this, because I told you I've been with him 25 years, right?
Yeah.
In the 25 years that I've known this man, like I have never seen him really scared. Like, like when he called me and I was in the Airbnb, his voice, I knew something was wrong. Like his voice was shaking, and he was like he couldn't even barely talk, and he was like, I heard this crazy growl and this man disappeared. And I was like, get back in the building, get in the garage. Cause it was like, the Airbnb was like an apartment, and there was like several levels, and the garage was on the bottom. And I was like, just get back in the building, just get back in the building. He was like, I'm already in the garage. And I was like, get in the car. Like,
yeah.
It was wild. Like I've never seen anything like that. Like when you see something like that, you kind of question what the hell is going on.
Yeah.
Because I've never ever in my life seen something like that.
So I post a lot of
stuff like that. But
I post a lot of videos, and I every single morning I'll hunt for videos to post, and I have posted videos on people experiencing what you experience, like the growling, like it's a deep guttural, very almost like not, I wouldn't say a lion, but it's like so deep that you can feel it.
Yeah, it did. It touched my soul.
Right, exactly. And a lot of people have experienced this. They can't tell what it is. Some of those people had said it's a demonic. It felt like a demonic type of thing. I don't know about any of that, but that is something. But the other thing you said, you saw a man smoking a cigarette up against a light pole, and he just vanished. Like he just faded away.
Yeah, no, like I was looking right at him.
Yeah,
walking towards him, and in my mind, I'm like, let me take out my hands, make sure, I can protect myself if anything happens. And I'm looking right at him, like if you're walking up to somebody and they're just not there no more.
Plus, you're clocking him like this guy could be a problem, so I got to keep my eye on him, right?
Yeah, exactly.
I totally get what you're talking.
I'm like, I don't know, I don't even know what it was, but man, it tripped me out. Like,
what a trip, dude.
Yeah.
Gosh, so I only wish you had video of that.
I was thinking to myself, is it the water we're drinking here? Because the water is coming from the glaciers, and they don't filter it or anything.
Nope.
They don't?
But it's some of the best water you're ever gonna taste. Oh my
okay.
God.
We went to the little gas station, like by our Airbnb, and the the local was at the cashier, the register. He's like, "Why are y'all buying bottled waters? Nobody buys bottled waters here, right? We have like the best drinking water in the world." And we were like, we were like, what, really? Like, y'all just drink it straight from the faucet? And he's like, yeah, straight from the faucet. And we went back to the Airbnb and we got water straight from the faucet. It was like the cleanest, crispest water. Like, it's funny because it's just water, and water doesn't have a taste, but like you could taste the difference. Like, it was super fresh water. After that, like those bottles we had, we just kept refilling them and taking them everywhere with us. Yeah.
That's cool.
It's like glacier, mountain glacier water. Yeah.
They speak English over there, right? I mean, they have their own language. I know that, but they mainly speak English. Like, they're smart.
A lot of people speak English over there. Yeah, very smart. I was impressed with all the people.
Yeah, some people, because they have to learn different languages because they're in Europe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
they
were very nice people over there.
They have if I'm not mistaken, if it's not, it might be Finland, or I think it's Finland now that I think about it. But they're very high up in schooling. Like, they're like number 2, number 1, something like this.
Oh yeah, I think that is Finland. Yeah.
Finland, and then Norway's pretty close. So they're like, they don't do the STAR testing or any of that stuff. They teach outside. Sometimes they teach outside. There's no private schools over there. They all go to the same school, which I think is a really good idea.
Yeah, and most people, everybody I talked to knew at least 4 languages.
Yes, like, they all knew 4 languages.
They all knew multiple languages. Yeah, and I'm like, oh my! I told him I felt so dumb, like being over there.
It's expected.
Yeah,
that's just it. Why don't we expect it from our kids here?
Well,
they get all of that
in the States. They're I guess they feel like they're inferior to everybody. So you have to learn what they know. You have to learn English.
Right.
You know
not us have to learn your language.
Spanish here. You're in America. You know what I mean? Right. So,
but they learn 4 languages in school. They teach it in school, and they're fluent. It just freaks me out. I think that's so nice.
It freaks me out too, and everybody was so nice. I really liked it over there. I would go back, but I want to go back to Iceland. I'm the kind of traveler where I'm like, I don't like to go the same place twice because I already went there once, even if it was beautiful and even if I loved it. I know. It's just because I feel like the planet's so big, and we're not going to be here forever, and I'm like, I have to see as many places as I can.
So I'm gonna shout out some places, and you tell me if you've been there or not. Okay.
Okay.
You said Iceland, so you haven't been to Iceland yet, right?
No.
Okay, but that's probably your next one. Okay, Japan.
No,
Korea.
That's on our list. No, but we had a foreign exchange student from Korea.
Oh, how cool.
Yeah.
Nice, dude. China.
No.
That's where I want to go.
I know.
Because they say China's living in the future.
Yeah, dude, they are.
They said 40 years ago that America, you were living in the future.
Right.
Now they say China is living in the future.
20, 30 years ago, it was Japan. Japan was 2 to 3 years ahead of us, and that's not the case anymore. Now it's China is like they're just exploding. Their electric vehicles are so much better than a Tesla.
The BYD. Oh my god.
Oh dude, I want one of those, but they'll never sell them over here.
No, he said he was gonna get one imported to Mexico and then bring it.
And you know how much they are? They're like $10,000.
Are you kidding me, man?
Yeah,
they're cheap.
Yeah, so that's why they stopped the production plant in Mexico, because what would it do to the manufacturing people here, like the automotive industry?
Right,
they'll take them out. You know what I mean? Because Tesla can't compete with that. GM or Ford, they're not going to be able to compete with them.
Nope, hell no.
Yep.
Because he was excited when they were going to build them in Mexico, because he's like, I'm gonna go get one.
Man, the things those cars can do, it's just amazing to me. But we're way behind. Anyway.
Yeah. What else? Let's see what else.
Okay. I'm not gonna say Canada because we talked about Canada, and I know you've been to Mexico.
Yeah.
Okay, what else can I pull out? India.
No, gosh, we haven't been a lot of places. See?
Well,
you've been to a lot of places.
Okay, we could name places we've been.
Hit it.
We've been to Belize, Guatemala.
Ooh.
Italy.
We went all through Italy, like Rome, Venice, Florence, Amalfi Coast,
awesome.
London, Paris, Finland,
Honduras.
Yeah, Honduras, Finland, Norway.
Finland.
Norway.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So we're trying
That
to, you know, you know what I tell people, and this might be like kind of on the topic of your show,
Mhm.
is if you think about other countries and you want to go visit them, like say India or somewhere where they don't speak English, right? It could be something close to like it's a parallel universe. It's the same but different.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
yeah. Yeah.
So you're not, because if you go to London, they're driving on the other side of the
Right.
car.
Yeah.
And you know you're on this side of, so it's like the same, but it's not your world. It's a parallel world. You know what I mean? That's kind of how
Yes.
I see how I describe it to people.
I like that. I like that a lot. You guys know who Jonathan Bettis Galvan is from Latinos Against Spooky Shit? Have you guys ever seen his page by chance?
No.
He's on TikTok. He's on Instagram. He's got millions of followers. He's hilarious. I suggest you check him out. He's really funny. Like he'll play a video and then he shows himself like green screen in the video, making these scary faces, and then he'll jump out. And at the end, he'll give his recommendation, which is usually like hit him with a chancla or get some tajin and spread it around, you know, get sticks and then rub it and then whatever. And it's hilarious. He's funny. He mentioned something. I interviewed him a couple of months ago, and he had said something where he drove one night. He left a friend's house. He was going home. He decided to take a different road. And when he went into that road, he drove to some place that he had never seen, and he lived there for a long time. And he was like, he said, I could, you know, wherever I'm at, I can look and see the mountain, and I know where I get where my bearings are, right?
Yeah.
He said he went to this place, and he went. It was like a park. He went into the park. It was like they just built it. It was brand new, and he looked around, and he could not find the mountain. He couldn't find where he was at. He had no clue where he was at, and he was kind of getting scared because he didn't know what to do or where to go. So he decided to go back the way he came. And about an hour later, he got right. And then the very next day, he went back to his friend's house, and the road that he took was gone. And he was telling me
He went through a vortex.
Yeah.
yeah, like a portal into another, either another dimension or another reality. And he was telling his friend, "Hey man, that road you take where you go right, and blah blah." And the guy goes, "No, man, you go right into the lake if you go there. There's no road there." He goes, "But I went through that road, and I went several miles down that road." He goes, "Dude, there's impossible. You would end up in the lake."
Yeah.
So I was like, when you brought that up, that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah.
And
That's
definitely
crazy.
check out Latinos Against Spooky Shit. He's hilarious. You would love him.
I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah. Well, I just met the other day somebody from San Antonio who's big on TikTok too. The TikTok devil is what he calls
The
himself.
TikTok devil?
Have you
Holy
met
shit.
him? Or it's
No.
like Robbie or gosh, I'll have to send it to you when I find it. But he's
Yes,
got
send
a
it to me.
big audience too. I'll look for
Wow.
him. But it's just like he's the one where he goes to places and he gives you his reaction too. That's why for a second I thought it was the one you were talking about. And he's like,
Yeah.
like I don't know, but yeah, it's not like he's just, I guess, just doing like reviews kind of, but just of different things. And he was pretty funny, and he was really
That's cool.
nice when we met him.
Have
Oh,
you
that's
experienced
nice,
anything
yeah.
like that where you go into another universe, or
Well,
I mean,
there's
something
this.
had to get you interested in this stuff.
That's true. Yeah.
Yes, I had two experiences on the same day, and the first one was like there was a fire in the apartment above my apartment. It was me and my little dog Charlie, and I remember it was around 4-ish on a Sunday, and it was in October 2014. And I remember I was really, really sleepy, and I thought I should take a nap, but it was like 4 something in the afternoon. I was like, "That's crazy. If you take a nap now, that's nuts, right?" And so I decided not to. But I had a memory where I was taking a nap. I was actually asleep, and I have 2 different memories of the same moment. So I was sitting in my chair with my dog. We're watching TV, and I heard glass break, and I thought it was mine in the second bedroom I had. So I went to go and look, and apparently it was from the window upstairs. Okay. What I didn't know at the time is there was a fire blazing out that window. That's what caused the glass to break. But I thought it was barbecue.
Yeah.
So I go back and watch TV. Well, there's a similar memory of me asleep, being awoken by this breaking glass. I do remember that,
Yeah.
but they don't jive. It's not the same
Yeah.
thing. Well, I remember getting out, and they told me that had you not gotten out, if you stayed 10 more minutes, you would have died from smoke inhalation. You're very lucky you got out when you did, because some guy actually came down knocking on the doors.
Yeah.
Wow.
But things happened right after that kind of changed everything. Like, I think what may have happened is in one of the other realities, I actually did take a nap and I didn't make
That's
it.
what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yeah.
I
And
was
for a
thinking
long
in
time,
this reality, you took a nap and your other reality woke you up.
it could be. I don't know. But I tried to research it and try to understand it. And I didn't talk about it for a long time because I was like, there's no way this is.
You know what I think happened to you? And this is what it might be a possibility, right?
Mhm.
In your other reality, you passed away. But then when you pass away, you get transferred to another reality and then you wake up.
So that's called quantum immortality. That's one of the. I was researching what could it possibly. That's one of the things I think could have happened, because now I see, like I'm like I said, I'm a rideshare driver. I have escaped so many near-death experiences where, like, if I didn't turn this way, I would not be here. Those kind of things where here's an accident coming, you can avoid it, and I'm like, oh, dude, I died in another reality. That one, I did not make it, and I got pushed into another thing. But yeah. Weird things after that started happening. Like, I could smell smoke all the time, like for days and days and days. And like, it just happened at some point. That's all I smell is smoke. I feel like I'm gonna suffocate from the smoke I'm smelling, but there's no smoke. There's no fire anywhere.
You're carrying traces from your other reality.
Then I had something in the back of my neck that's still here, and it was like about the size of a fingerprint, right? And I would touch it. I was like, what is this thing? It felt like gills. That's what it felt like. I was like, what the heck is this? And it started to grow, right? And I was like, it was getting itchy. And I thought, well, let me go into the doctor. The doctor looked at it and said, I don't know what the hell is this. I'm going to send you to a specialist. Send me to a specialist. They took some samples or tests or whatever, and they came back and said, we don't know. We don't know what this is, but here, rub this on it. Maybe this will help it. Nothing helped. It's spread now. It's big. It's moved from this side to the other side of my neck, and it's starting to go up into my hair up here and down. And so I actually, it looks like third-degree burns. That's what it looks like. Now, had I
like the scar, maybe the scarring from it,
like a scar from a burn, and had I been asleep in my bed, I would sleep usually like not face down, but like, my body is facing down, basically. My head's to the side. There was, from the fire, there were these huge holes in the ceiling where the fire came down. And had I stayed in bed, I would have been, first of all, I would have died from smoke inhalation, and then I would have burned. And I was like, is that what that is?
The debris falling on you. Wow.
Yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. I also was taller before. I was like 5'8". I'm like 5'5.5" now. Something has changed.
What?
Yeah. Like, I noticed right after that, the curbs, like you're walking on a sidewalk or whatever, you step off the curb.
That's called age.
That's just aging.
But I didn't age that much from one day to the next. It was just the weirdest thing. I was walking on the curb, and then I would step down. It's no big deal. It's a small ass curb, right? Now all the curbs are huge. I was like, what the hell, man?
When you lay down, you're taller than you are standing up.
Yeah, that's what I hear. You're stretching out to your spine or whatever. I had rheumatoid arthritis. It was pretty bad before. It was pretty bad. Like, there were days where I couldn't walk. It would take me forever to get out of bed just to go and take a leak. It was nuts. And I suffered with that forever. After that, gone. I've never dealt with it again. No, it's gone.
And are you documenting all of these changes?
Yeah. I mean, pretty much. Here's another weird thing is I have a different disease that I didn't have before It's like it got replaced. So I had arthritis, and it was
Mhm.
debilitating. Not all year long, but when it was cold, forget about it, man. Or when it
Yeah.
rained real bad, I could feel it. None of that happened anymore. And now I have something called ankylosing spondylitis, which essentially, which I didn't have before. But essentially, what happens with this is your vertebrae begin to squeeze the disc until they press so hard together that they what do you call it? They
bulge.
Mhm.
pretty much they don't push out or anything. They fuse. Exactly, they fuse by themselves. So doctors can fuse your spine if you had an injury or whatever. They can fuse this or whatever. It's doing that by itself, and it's still doing it, and it's super slow, but it doesn't hurt. And that's what I love. It doesn't hurt me,
Yeah.
but it's making
You're
me
like,
shorter.
it's better than the arthritis, but yeah, I was about to say
Yes.
that you're shorter.
I'll take it. I'll take that because the other stuff was terrible. This doesn't hurt, but the doctor says eventually it's going to hurt. Eventually, I said, okay.
Yeah.
Well, for now, it's good. I'll deal with it like
That's
this.
interesting. Everything you've gone through since that day. That's
Well, the doctor didn't. He said you didn't have this before, but I guess you have it now.
wow.
What?
Yeah.
So that was
You're like-
weird. But then that night, right? I went to stay with my sister because I couldn't stay at that place,
Mhm.
and I had an experience. I actually had a freaking experience. Like before any of this, I didn't believe in ghosts. I didn't believe in psychics. I didn't believe in any of this stuff. And my sister said, "Stay in my guest bedroom. Everything's cool, whatever." I said, "All right." So I'll stay there. And it was like 2 a.m. I know I was sleeping on my right side, had my little doggy with me. And then I thought it was her waking me up on my right shoulder. And I was like, oh my God, dude, what? Is there another fire? What's going on? And I look up and I can still feel this, but there's nothing there. And then I look at the door and the door's closed and locked. And I woke up like this. I was wide awake. And then I heard what sounded like footsteps in front of the bed, right in front of what I was looking, go around the bed to the other side. And then I heard a little kid giggle. It was a little kid giggling in the room with me. There was no one else in there. And my dog was silent. She was awake.
Mhm.
And she didn't bark. And she was freaked out. My dog was freaked out. And it came back around. The only thing I could do was cover myself. I did that kid thing where I'm gonna protect myself from the ghost.
Yeah.
And nothing's it's not gonna hurt me, man. With as long as I have the blank right.
The blanket
Kid
and
thinking.
ignore it.
But it walked in front
That was,
again.
I wonder if that was like your the parallel universe,
self?
like the person who had woke you up. Like you
Well,
had woke
it
yourself-
turns out this is really weird. So the next morning I went and I told my sister, "Hey man, something weird happened." And she goes, "Oh, so you experienced it too?" And I said, "You bitch. What do you mean? Did I?" She goes, "Mom and Dad stayed there. They experienced something similar. That's my craft room. Every time I'm in there, stuff falls off the shelf. I put it back, it falls back off. And then the weirdest part is my nephew, who was about 3 or 4 at that time. My sister said he has he's talking to somebody, but I figure it's normal because it's an imaginary friend. I figured that's a normal thing, right? They have that. But then she said that he started to scream and run out of the room, and she would go and ask him what happened. Coco, my friend, he scared me, and it was traumatizing to him because whatever this was kept scaring him, and so we couldn't take him to any Halloween shops or anything like that because he would freak out, or we couldn't take him to Chuck E. Cheese because the animatronics would freak him out. Yeah, so I feel really bad for him that they moved eventually, and it was right over there in Cherry Ridge. I don't know if you guys know where that's at.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But older neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah.
They moved away.
I feel like San Antonio just has a lot of old haunted buildings, and that's the video you said you saw. We were drinking the Lloronas. We were on a haunted ghost tour, and that one was taking us to the hotels, the haunted hotels, the Alamo, like the main ones that we know would be haunted. But yeah, it's just San Antonio so old, it seems to have a lot of haunted history and old buildings.
A lot of people got murdered here in this area because they've been trying. They were, for a long time they were trying to gain control of this land here.
Yeah,
until they eventually did. But even here on this property, when we moved in, 6 months after we moved in, there was an author who came and he said that all his research had led him to this property here.
Wow.
For he was researching the Battle of Rocio Creek.
Oh, really?
Said it took place 50 years before the Alamo, and that there was an army of like 300 people, and they all got murdered here.
Oh, really? American? Oh, wow.
I guess so. I'm not too sure.
Yeah, he would come with his
Interesting.
metal detector
Yeah, he
because
came with his
he
yeah.
so there is a marker, like a historic marker for that battle, but it's like a few miles like down the road from us. And
Mhm.
he said that in the National Archives, one of the journals, because I guess it's taking
It
them
was the Mexican journals. They finally released their
their
archives.
Yeah, when
Because
they
there's two sides to the story.
yeah.
There's always
Right.
this side and that side, and they're always going to
Always.
tell you the victor's side. You know what I mean?
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, when
Man, that's interesting.
when the journals got released, he read that colonel's journals or whatever, and he
Mhm.
had handwritten a map in his journal and had said that the battle where they were fighting was on the confluence of the Salado Creek and the Rocio Creek, and that
Mhm.
and like they literally meet in our backyard, like the river runs through our backyard.
Oh,
And
wow.
so so he would come with the metal detector. He was just looking for any
That
proof
is
to try to
cool.
show, to submit, to like get that marker moved, because he says it's more accurate now that those journals have been released, that it's probably right here in our property.
Oh, that's. Y'all don't have any weird stuff there at your all's house at all?
Surprisingly, I really don't. Like, not
Good.
here.
Yes, we do.
What?
There's been a lot of stuff that's happened in front of our home. They've wrecked into our
Oh.
home 3 times,
Uh-huh.
right?
hmm
You know, I saved a dude from jumping from the bridge.
A
He was like,
kid
18-year-old.
on his
Yeah.
birthday. It was his birthday.
I pulled a pregnant lady out of a car that wrecked right here.
Dude.
Me and
And then there was
my
this
neighbor
one
pulled
one lady pulled in, and her grandson was beating her up.
so she just pulled
So
in.
yep.
Then
And
another lady drove off the ditch.
drove
and then
off the ditch,
He wasn't home, but the neighbor had to. I was there
went
recording,
there,
and the
and
neighbor
then
pulled her out.
you know what happened?
No.
And then somebody got shot trying to help.
Really?
So wow.
Jesus.
It's just
Dude.
like there's some kind of energy here.
Yeah.
That's what I always tell him, and it's always like in the road in front of our house, like between
Mhm.
our house and the next, like the intersection down there. I'm like, there's some kind of energy right here. The neighbors who have been here for years, like their family has owned this property across from us for years, and they say like it's always like
Yeah,
there's
'cause
always
where
people
we
going
live-
into the ditches.
Where we live, it's old Goliad Road.
Oh, okay,
So
okay,
now
okay.
Old Corpus Christi Highway, but it was the old Goliad Road, and the bridge was right here. So
Yeah.
this was the only way in and out of San Antonio.
Back then.
Wow.
So they say like
Yeah.
some of these houses are old because these are big properties. Like some of them were like old brothels, and like where the horses,
Yeah.
where everybody would tie their horses to drink from the creek to like
Oh.
to
Yeah,
have
that's
water.
what this was here. There was a horse stable. There's the old cabin.
Mhm.
It was
Wow.
this our property. This house has been through so many changes through the years, being a restaurant, being
Or what we've been told,
yeah,
what's been on the property,
Mhm.
campgrounds, but like
everything.
back
On the
in
place you
day-
guys live?
Yeah.
yeah.
uh-huh.
Wow, that's so freaking cool, man.
That's
And
wild.
that 18-year-old, was he trying to commit suicide?
Yes. He when I ran out there, because we saw him running
Yeah.
down the street, and I was like, "What the hell is going on?" So we went and asked, and it was his mom. Yeah, he's not feeling well. So I went and parked, and I was walking over there to the bridge to go see what was going on, and I see him.
No, I remember we were leaving to take my son to his basketball practice, and
Mhm.
we saw the kid kind of jogging, and somebody was following him real slow, and it just triggered something in me, like something's not right. Why is a
Yeah.
car following him like that?
Yeah.
So we pulled up to the vehicle, like,
Mhm.
what's going on? Why are y'all following
That's what I
him?
said.
And that's
And
where
it
the
was-
mother was?
It was
Okay.
his mom, and she's like, no, it's
Okay.
my son. He's just like having a bad day. He's not doing well.
Yeah.
And then so we came back into our property to turn around to leave to take my son. And I saw him running, and he was like on a full-on sprint. like the way we had turned, I was on the opposite side and he was driving, he's on the driver's side. I'm like, run after him, grab him, because he's gonna jump. Like I saw it in his face. Like I was like, get off of the car and grab him, he's gonna jump. And he's like, what? And I'm like, he's gonna jump. And sure enough, he ran after him, and he said he caught him right as he had jumped. Like,
oh, are you serious, Ricky?
When I was, going towards the bridge, I saw his mom like holding him. Yeah. And that's when I was like, what the hell? So I like booked it. And when I got there, her grip let loose and I got him with one hand. With one hand and just pulled him over.
He's like a rag doll. He just grabbed him over because I'm watching from over here, but I was literally.
And I'm like, what are you doing, right? And he's all like, voices, I can't take it. The voices in my head, I can't take it no more. I don't want to be here. And it was his birthday.
Schizophrenia.
18. He was his birthday.
He had just turned 18.
Yeah.
You saved his life, dude.
Yeah, we stayed out. We stayed out here, and me and the cops, we went and bought him a birthday cake, and we sang happy birthday to him.
Yeah.
You're a hero, bro. That's awesome that you did that.
Wow.
That's amazing, man. God, good on you, bro. Good on you. That's
it's just crazy. Like that's why I say this area has some kind of energy. Like the lady that pulled up with her grandson, it's just always stuff is always happening. Then there's quieter times, and I hope it stay. I'm always like, please let it stay quiet. Like,
really.
There's always
one of the wrecks was a high speed pursuit, Bear County. They were chasing the murder suspect.
Oh shit!
Wrecked into our home. Boom.
In your home?
Yeah, that one that one went into our kitchen, living room, right where they meet. Like it went in right there.
What the hell?
Another one was a guy. I guess he was gonna go change his tires because I know we found 2 brand new tires in the back on the property, but his tires were bald, and he was coming down this curve right here, and he just slid into our house. Boom!
And you could see him. You could see where his tires lost grip, and he came sliding all the way down the street.
I got video.
But that one he kind of hit our front porch, but there's a light pole there, so he hit more of the light pole, and
good.
So that one wasn't too bad, but it's just I'm always saying there's an energy.
Third time it came from the other way, so she jumped where the bridge was at, cleared the guardrail and everything.
She was airborne.
Wrecked into our.
For sure, she was airborne.
Thank God you guys weren't hurt.
I know.
If you ever been in a house when it's been hit like that, it's like a bomb going off.
Oh my God, I bet.
Yeah, because
you guys were there.
Yeah, we've been.
Yeah, we call our house Alamo now because it's.
No, I don't.
It's been through so much,
bro. I'm telling you, it's because it's made out of stone on this side of the house.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
On the side that keeps getting hit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think this city is really haunted. It's been established 17, 18, I think it was, and
but before that,
I was just gonna say there's been a lot of death here for sure. I've heard tons of stories. For example, I always ask my I almost say what I work for, my rideshare riders. I always ask them if they have a paranormal story, and one of them was this girl was driving with her family. It was 2 a.m. Their mom needed to get on the Greyhound downtown to go to Mexico, and the dad would always take her at 2-ish. So by the time she got to Mexico, it'd be 8 a.m. That way it wouldn't be dark. So they're driving and they make a turn, and they're going down the street. They need to make another turn, and as the light turns, they're starting to go. They see a woman in a parasol, holding a parasol in an old period 1800s dress. It's and she's just walking. And she says, "Oh my God, look at that lady right there. She must be going to a costume party or something." And everyone looks at her, and she's walking. And as the car is turning, she's turning too. She disappears, just fades completely away, just like what you were describing.
Yeah.
Oh, that was no fade.
The girl told me, it hurt her head in a way because she couldn't process what she saw. But the mother reacted differently. She said, "Oh, we must go around the block." We must have missed her. She must have, because she didn't understand that she disappeared. They went around the block and they couldn't find her. But it was like probably from the 1800s, someone who was walking the street with
her dress was black or no?
I think they said it was a white dress.
Oh, okay.
But it was a period dress.
Yeah.
Crazy,
That's
man. I mean,
because they have that one folklore from Mexico of the, what are they, La Dama Negra or something like that, or it's like the lady in black. Have you heard that one?
Not to pick her up or something.
And people see her. I just saw a TikTok about it. But have you gone to the Texas Horror Museum?
Not yet. It's actually down the street from me. I'm really close to it.
Inside the Wonderland?
Yeah, we walked into it one day, and apparently it had already started. And I was like, well, I don't want to wait. So we left. But we were asking about it. And have you guys been? Yes,
I went. And it's not scary or anything, but it's just a cool concept. Like, it's folklore, it's storytelling. So he has like the figures or the mannequins or whatever, and he creates everything. Like, he makes the special effects, he does all of that. His name's Sergio, I think, the owner. Real nice guy. And so they'll have like 10 maybe or so. They want to add more, but like 10, and he says he tries to change them out. And they're just folklores about like, and there was so many that I had never heard, and they're from different parts of the world. Yeah. Cool. So like he did have La Llorona was that story was there. There was something, I thought it was going to be the Chupacabra, but it wasn't. It was like another folklore from like Honduras or Guatemala, but it's basically like a lot of South American like folklore and tale. So the way they have the voice of the person like telling you the stories, it draws you in, and it kind of just tells you the folklore of how each one came to be. That's so cool. Like one of them was like having to do like the pescador or something, and so the little mannequin had like a fish head. So he was telling me that like back when like Spain had went and like colonized parts of, I think that one was from Mexico, I can't remember, but that they had like fishermen like on the ocean line, right, like where the ships were coming in, and that they would take Native Americans, right, and that they would kill them. And so the folklore, they think that's where the folklore came from about the fishman, because they would say like keep away from the fishman, which were apparently, I don't know, I didn't research it, but I wanted to go back and research it. But they had people like, I guess Spaniards were killing the indigenous people, and they would like shred them. I don't know, they would shred them, and they would use the fat and stuff, they said, to make soaps and stuff for the people on the boat. Yeah, it was kind of like, it was like all the stuff were very interesting, and he's very knowledgeable about all of it. Like, he can tell you all of it. Like, he'll tell you all of the stories. Like, interesting. But he said he has like 30 or 40 stories, but they only have room for so many of those little setups that they do. So they change them out. He said, yeah, it's interesting. You should go. I would. Yeah, I like it.
Yeah. I mean, it was a little pricey, but yeah, I definitely want to give it a shot. I definitely want to talk to him. We follow each other on Instagram. And I have shouted him out once or twice. Yeah. And try, anything San Antonio, man. Try to get that business going.
Yeah. Even though like your page isn't about San Antonio, but it's nice that you still like try to come back around and just shout out the city and like people know where you're from. Yeah.
Gotta represent. That I'm really big in New York and LA and in India, apparently, for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh, wow.
But like one of the biggest cities is here in San Antonio, which I'm very proud of that. I'm very proud. I want to grow in this city. I want to get bigger in this city. And one of the proudest moments happened a couple of years ago when it had been a year in, and I had designed this little like 32-ounce cup that has the logo that I have back there. And I was drinking out of it, and the passenger in the back said, "Are you David from Down the Rabbit Hole?" And I said, "Yes." How did you know? She goes, "I recognize the logo."
The cup, yeah.
That was so cool.
And now got recognized,
yeah, it was the first time, and I was like, "Wow, man! Someone actually recognized me." And now every time I because I'll tell people that are in the, I'll tell them why I'm asking them about, because it's weird for some dude to ask you, hey, do you have any ghost stories? What the hell? I got to tell them, well, I have a page. That's why I ask, and blah, blah, blah. And if they're not following me, they'll follow me there, and they go like, oh, my husband's following you, or my cousins are following you. And, it's great. I love that. That it's here in town.
I need to find you. Yeah, I need to find you a video that I have of I kind of captured a ghost. It was on our security cameras.
Please send it to me.
Yeah, I could tell you the story. So I worked at a dialysis clinic. And I was the manager, so I had the contract with ADT, the alarm company. And so the alarms were always triggering. Like I'd get an alert on my phone, and then ADT will call, and it'll say like, this alarm triggered. Okay, so there was a lot of false alarms, so I didn't think nothing of it that day. So I got an alert, and it was saying, so we had several cameras, and each camera had like a motion detector attached to it. And it said like camera, camera A, camera B, camera C, like all these cameras had went off. And I was like, oh my God, I think somebody's actually in the building, because the other false alarm ones, like I could tell when they were false alarms, like, maybe wind or whatever, but these were like inside the building. And I was like, oh, I've never had alarms going off inside the building. So ADT called me, and I'm like, yeah, you know what? Go ahead and send a cop out, because it like 4 alarms had triggered, motion detectors had triggered. So they're like, okay, we'll have cops on the way. And then the other, because like our building, we had a doctor's office and then a dialysis clinic. So the manager from the doctor's office would get the same alerts as me. So she's like, hey, Laura, do you want me to go? Or are you going to go? She's like, actually, I'm down the street. I'm coming out of the gym. So I'll go ahead and swing by. I'm with my husband anyway. So she said she went. Everything was locked. There was nothing. Nobody was inside. The cops had met her there. So I'm like, okay. But for some reason in my head, I was just like, there's no way. Like 4 alarms triggered. Like
4 alarms?
Like four, like the detectors. Like,
yeah.
So I'm like, there's no way. So I'm like, let me go to the camera, because everything was recorded in our security room. So I rewind the tape. I see the exact time that like I got the alert, and the exact time ADT called me. So I kind of match it on the screen. And so I'm going, and then I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, did I just see what I think I saw? And I like rewind it, and I call like another employee, and I'm like, hey, look at this footage. And we're like sitting there looking at this footage, like, what the heck? So when I got the alerts, it's like camera. I don't remember what the cameras are called, but it was like side door. Like, so it started at the side door. So that's where I started. And we had like different cameras. From the side door, you see it's like a outline, like of a person on the side door, comes in, triggers that camera. So that one started recording, walks in through the door, triggers the one in the hall, triggers the one down the hall, and then goes out. Like, sorry.
What the hell?
Like goes out. So you can't, like, and the camera, like what I can see is when the white like figure first goes in the door, you can't see it moving through like the hallway through all the other cameras, but you could clearly see it on that outside camera going in. And then that's when all the other motion detectors got triggered. Because I really thought like somebody was walking through the like the way I was getting the alerts, I'm like, oh my God, somebody broke in and they're walking through the hall. Yeah.
But what you saw was a white figure?
It was like a white outline, almost like, the outline of the Virgin Mary, like the silhouette of the Virgin, almost like that, like a big white outline like that. And so I didn't know how to download it or whatever from ADT's file. So like I just recorded it from my camera. Like I recorded playing it, and you can see, you could see it. And I have it to this day somewhere on my computer. So I just have to
send it to me. Send it to me. I will post it. I will tag you on it. Yes. That's awesome.
Yeah. And so my biomed, he's the one I was showing it to. He would open the clinic, and we would open the clinic at 4 a.m. Like patients start coming in at 4. So he had to be there at like 3 in the morning to start like getting everything ready. And he goes, I haven't told you, but like, he goes, when you come in, I have the sports channel really loud. Every time I would get there in the morning, and I would get there like 30 minutes after him, he'd have ESPN like full blast, like loud.
Mhm.
I just thought he was like really into sports. Like he just liked to hear to hear whatever games were on. And he's
Yeah.
like, no, I put it that loud because I hear things. He's like, I hear things when I'm here working in the morning by myself. He's like, and to drown them out so I don't hear nothing, I turn the TV like all the way full blast so I can't hear them.
Wow.
He was like, so he wasn't surprised when he saw that thing. He's like, don't show it to me because I already know there's something here. He's like, I already know there's something here. I hear it in the morning when I'm by myself.
That is creepy, man. Yeah, I would love to see that. That's awesome.
Yeah, I'll go through. I have no idea what folder that's in with all my content, but I'll look on my hard drive and try to find that one.
So, Laura, you're also, you have a podcast, right? You're on a podcast?
210 La Chismosa, yeah.
Yeah.
So Cecilia started the podcast. She went viral during the pandemic. She had that video of HEB.
That's how I caught it. Was that video? I saw that video and I followed
that's how
it.
everybody started following her.
Hilarious.
Like, I remember seeing that video when I first saw it. I remember cracking up, and I was like, "Who is this girl? Like, this is hilarious!" Like,
yeah.
And I started following her then, and then just through my making content and stuff. She liked my videos, but my cousin, he's very chismoso. Like, he fits in with her page and the Chisme crew. Him and her would communicate a lot because he's just a person. He's always at the right place at the right time. So he's always catching the chisme. He gets all this raw video of like fights, fights in the street, car accident. He's just always, I always tell him, like, you're always at the right place at the right time to catch this footage. And so he was working with her, and then he got on the podcast with her, and he would tell her about me, and she liked my videos, and she's like, because like the page is more focused on gossip, right? The chisme, like what's going on, but she wanted to add in a little bit of like just San Antonio lifestyle, like events, like what's going on in the community. And she knew I did that like on my page. So she's like, yeah, come join us. And so it's almost been a year already.
That's great.
Yeah, and it's been really fun on it. Like, this weekend we're doing that Lolo car show, so that's gonna be fun.
That's cool.
We're gonna do like a lowrider bike procession because it's on Dia de los Muertos. It's on November 2nd. Okay. So we're gonna do like a procession. We got some people going, the lowrider bikes. That's in addition, because of course the show is gonna be going on, but they have like, the standard lowrider stuff, bikini contest. They have a zoot suit contest, like a bunch of bands. Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
That's cool. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I caught that video. And by the way, for those viewers out there, HEB is a grocery store here in South Texas and Central Texas. So
yeah,
just in case you don't know,
come from other states, they call it Heb.
Yeah,
Heb. Henry Edward Butt. That was the dude who started it all, and they just use his initials. That's the breakdown on that. It's like a Kmart, if that's what you're into. I don't know. What are those, like Safeways? That's another
Safeway,
one.
Yeah, or what are the other one?
I thought it was when I first saw it, I thought it was Hispanic eating beans. That's what I thought.
You guys are from San Antonio, right? Originally?
I am. He's not.
Where are you from,
Yeah.
Rick?
I'm from Mars.
Hey.
I'm from Hereford, Texas.
All right, cool, man. So y'all are familiar with like the lore here in San Antonio? There's a lot of different weirdness. Like, have you guys heard of Donkey Lady Bridge?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
The aqueducts,
Donkey Lady Bridge, the ghost tracks.
The ghost tracks.
Right by the ghost tracks.
Yeah, we live like our property.
Oh, really?
Ghost tracks. Yeah.
Do people still go and do the thing with the baby powder and all that?
Very much so. Yep.
So the guy who does my show, who produces my show, he lives in Maine. He has another show called Where the Weird Ones Are. And so he's coming here in February, and we're going to go and do the tracks. That's something we're going to try that.
We
check
got
that
an
out.
Airbnb here if he wants to.
Oh, yeah? I'll let him know.
Property. Yeah.
Oh, on your property? Oh, really? Interesting.
Yeah, on our
Okay.
property we have it's pretty big because it's like we have 4 acres.
Yeah.
And
wow.
We're really not far from the ghost tracks, and we have
That's cool.
like a 1-bedroom apartment on the back of our property, and we put it up on Airbnb.
We live on a ranchon.
Is that a ranch and a dungeon put together?
Well, actually, they said, oh, there was a story
I knew you were gonna
about
say
this, about this place, this house. That there
Okay.
was. Have you heard of Joe Balls?
No.
Well,
Joe Balls.
apparently this dude was from Elmendorf, and he would kidnap girls and feed them to the alligators. Well, they say he lived here, and that there was a wine cellar that used to be in this property,
Mm-hmm.
and they eventually covered it up. But they said that Joe Balls used to live here.
No
they said
shit.
he used to live here, but that stuff that was happening was in Elmendorf, I think.
Oh, he didn't do it there. This is before he did that. Is that what you're saying?
Sure, yeah,
No.
Okay.
because a lot
We
of
have to
people
look-
come. This house been here for a long time,
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
and there's all these stories about this property because people come over here from to get some work done on their vehicles,
Mm-hmm.
and I hear so many stories about this property. It's crazy.
That is wild, man. That's wild.
Did
Yeah.
you know the story of the last person that was executed at the Bear County Jail?
No.
Oh, what was his name? But anyways, the reason he got executed was because he killed a little boy. He was
Mhm.
walking from like Elmendorf, supposedly, and when he came to so apparently like the murder happened too on the creek, but I don't know how close. I think it was a little further down, not on our property.
Mhm.
But that's why I say like this area has some kind of energy around it. But so
Wow.
he was walking and he, to take a break, or he got hot. He went to the river to get some water and cool down. And there was two kids playing upstream in the river. So when they started stomping in the water, it turned up the dirt and it got all muddy. So they said he just went crazy, and he just got the little boy, grabbed one of the little boys, and like he murdered him. But he had cut off his ear and kept it in his pocket. I think it was his ear,
What
kept
the
it in
hell?
his pocket. When he made it into town, he's at a bar in town bragging about it, like bragging about what he had done, and pulled out the ear. And so, of course, the people in the bar were like, what the heck? And they called the cops and turned him in. And he was the last person executed at the Bear County Jail, which now that old Bear County Jail is like a Holiday Inn.
Yeah, it's a Holiday
It's
Inn.
the Holiday Inn right there downtown.
Oh, yeah, I heard of that.
Yeah.
I actually picked someone up and dropped them off. They worked there, and that's what they told me. It used to be a jail. Weird. That is crazy.
The bars, like,
Hey, what if you pick somebody up and then you're driving and then he's there? He's not there no
they
more.
disappear.
Dude, I have there's so many stories of that. Now the difference, I think it would be hard because they have to use an app. Right. And so like a ghost don't have a smartphone.
Yeah.
But
Hey,
I've heard, that they don't have
Taxi
phones.
drivers.
How do you know? I mean, people
Maybe
are dying today.
Maybe they have phones, but they're not. It goes through not working. But I've heard, and I've posted a video, especially in Japan. After the tsunami, a lot of people died from the tsunami over there, and then afterwards, taxi drivers would get people that it would get in. They would be wet, and I actually have one where they have a video because the guy has a dash cam and a cam that points, him and behind him. There's a woman who gets in. He looks back and she tells him, "Take me to this place." That's her house, right? So he's driving, and you can see her, like it's in the evening. You could see her in the back. There's lights, and you see her, and then all of a sudden she disappears completely. He gets to where he's going, and he turns around, and she's gone, and he's like, "What the hell?" Freaked out. I guess he thought maybe she jumped out, but
now,
no.
do you believe in ghosts?
Yes, I didn't before. I do. I believe that there's some. I don't know what it is. I can't explain what it is. Maybe it's another dimension that they're in, or maybe they just can't leave. But I do believe that there's something. There's something here. Some people are able to go to the next life, and some people are not. I guess, or I can't explain it. But yeah, I do believe in it now that I've experienced it myself for sure. How about you guys?
I think so, because I've seen I've seen things, and I feel like if you believe in God, you have to believe that there's other things happening, and so yeah, I've seen some like the camera footage. Like I'm like, there's no
Yeah.
deny. When people I would show, I'm like, you could literally see the white outline going into the door.
Oh yeah.
And they're like, oh, it could have been. People would tell me like, oh, it could have been like a headlight from a car, like it coming in the street,
Right.
or the parking lot. I'm like, the gates were closed. There was nobody on the property. But
And the
even if
alarm
you
went
say,
off.
like, exactly. Even if you say like, no, it was a reflection of something. How did all the alarms go off outside and inside? Like, there's no way.
That's crazy, man. All right, guys. Well, I want to thank you guys for being on. I have this thing called the 6 questions. I would like to ask you guys 6 questions, and this is going to be Laura Everywhere in Rick Rooster style. You guys ready?
Yes, we're tag team.
Okay.
No, yes, no, yes.
Question 1. What got you into? Well, you've kind of actually already answered this question, right? Because you said you were everywhere and you decided to film everything. But Rick, what got you into doing the media company that you're doing now?
It all started from the music studio. So I do have a gift of seeing music in my head.
Nice.
And I've always had it, I was like picked up the guitar when I was maybe like 7 years old, taught myself how to play it.
Wow.
And it goes from there.
That's cool, man.
He just kept adding services. He started adding photography. Now he's shooting runways.
That's awesome, man. I saw some of the videos you were doing. I saw your page, and you do good work. You do really good work.
Absolutely. Yeah, this weekend.
Are you talking about the
Uno Media?
The media, yeah.
Yes.
Because I do build custom auto interiors as well.
Yeah. That's awesome.
And then what I tell people is I see the finished interior in my head, and then I build it in my head.
Wow.
So everything I visually see it in there.
That's awesome. And you can just make it from what you see. That's amazing. We just saw Amadeus again for like the 18th time. I love that movie, man. And you just reminded me, there's a scene where the guy he's working with comes over and he tells him, is it done? Can we rehearse? And he's like, yeah. Okay, let me see it. He goes like, I can't let you see it. Goes, why not?
You know what I look
in my noodle.
David?
Yeah, it's in his head.
I see it as seeing something in the mental world and bring it into this physical world.
Yeah. That's talent, man. That's talent. There's no other way to explain it. Super talent. How did you get into, Laura? Now that you've been doing a year of podcasting, how do you feel about it?
I like it. I feel like it's taught me a lot of things about being on camera, and I still need it. Even like I'm watching myself on my screen right now. I'm like, there's stuff I need to work on, but I take all my experiences like it's training me or helping me to grow, to go on to something bigger or better eventually, hopefully, right? Like, so
right.
The podcast where we shoot, I'm not gonna lie, like the studio it's a little bit crowded in there and stuff.
Really?
Yeah, but eventually, hopefully, like it'll grow and maybe we can add on a second day on the podcast and go to like a bigger studio or something eventually. Yeah. So I just take everything as like learning and just preparing me for whatever comes next.
That's great. I know that I never thought I'd be doing this. I'm an introvert, and I never really thought that I would be talking to people or, so I had a friend, because of Down the Rabbit Hole, I had a friend reach out, and she has a podcast, and, she asked me, you think you can do a co-host with me? And I was like, 75% was going to say no. I was definitely going to say no. And something made me say yes. And I did it. And it's a learning experience. You have to learn how to do certain things. How do you be a co-host? What do you're supposed to chime in. You're supposed to say some things, and help them along with the story. And so I had to learn that. And, that podcast was called One Nothing. It's a 2.5, the top 2.5 globally right now. We're very proud of it. Yeah. And it's about animal attacks. It's about true crime and bizarre deaths. And she tells the stories, and I'm like the co-host, but now I've started doing stories. I've done some true crime. I'm mainly the true crime guy now, basically. So that's been fun. And now I do 4 podcasts now. 4 freaking
Awesome.
podcasts. It's nuts, man. One is a morning show with the producer of this thing called Weird Job in the Morning. This one is called Dayvid Don't Know. It's my podcast for paranormal, which I love the paranormal. And I just started with a couple other friends of mine, the Real Verdict, which is a movie podcast that we rate a movie, but I'm the movie judge, right? And I have a prosecutor, I have a defense. The person who likes the movie defends the person who doesn't, prosecutes it, and then at the end I rate it. And that's been a good time.
That's fun. Yeah, that's fun.
It's pretty nice. I'm enjoying it. We do like a trailer, and we release a trailer, get people to watch the movie, and then a week later we review it, and it's all spoiler. We spoil the hell out of it. So when you see the episode, usually make sure you see the movie. But question number 2, guys, who are your influences? Like, who influences you to do what you're doing?
God.
I know. Really, yeah, I put everything God first.
That's a good answer.
But
I was gonna say Ricky influences himself because it's all up here for him. There ain't no influences for Ricky. It's all up here.
Yeah.
Well, because I everything that I want to do or that I'm doing is just stuff that I see in my mind.
That's awesome. I love
Yeah.
that, man. But yeah, God, that's a good answer. Absolutely.
Yeah, I know. Like we put God first for everything and give him all the praise. But honestly, like right now, like when I post things about small businesses, because my page is kind of just like lifestyle. So I do events. I do go to higher end places sometimes or higher end events. But like what really motivates me to post stuff on my page and what I love to post about is the small businesses, because a lot of them are hurting. And like right now, like the economy is just going through stuff. So many small businesses have closed. I've had so many small businesses reach out to me because they can't afford media. Like they just can't. Like they can't afford to have a marketing team come. And you're talking about these little hole in the wall restaurants, or even if they are a little bit bigger and they're hardworking, they're family owned, and I just feel like I ask myself, like, how can I help my community on my platform? Like, what am I really doing on my platform? And I'm like, I can try to drive people to some of these small local businesses, especially we're in the South Side, and I'm South Side, like born and raised. So I'm like, especially like my South Side community, because I feel like the South Side, of course, has a bad reputation. Yes, there are better sides of San Antonio than the South Side, but we have a lot of culture here. We have a lot of hidden gems. And I feel like the community in the South Side deserves to be highlighted. So that's kind of what's been motivating me whenever I'm posting. Like, I try to get a post in there every week about like a small locally owned business.
That's great. Yeah. So if you're a small business in San Antonio and you want some feedback, you want some exposure, go look for Laura.everywhere on Instagram. All right, guys, the next 4 questions are questions I ask everybody. So just so you know, it's not I'm not going to single you out or anything like that. So number 3, question number 3, how would you like to die?
Okay, so gosh, I was just thinking about this the other day. When I was younger, and because I worked in the hospital for so many years, I used to always tell people, like, I want to die old in with my family around me. Like, I want my family around me. Like, I want to be able to say bye to everybody. And people would always say I was crazy. They'd be like, why would you want to go? Like, I don't want to know that I'm dying. I don't want to be that old and know I'm dying. So as I've gotten older, I feel like I've changed my mindset. And now I'm like, I don't want to know. Like, just like
1 second to the next.
Where like where you're just gone. And he actually survived the plane crash. We didn't even talk about that, but
shit, no,
crash, so he
we gotta talk about
knows. Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna put it to you like this: the way I see it, that you ain't even gonna know you died, and people who died, they ain't even know they're dead.
Right. True.
They're just gone.
Yeah.
So okay. So that's part. That's the.
Now that when he says that, and I know that now, and I'm a little older now, I'm like, yeah, I think that's the way I want to go out. Where like I didn't even know what happened. I'm just gone.
Absolutely. And the second part of this question is, how do you think you're gonna die?
I don't know. I have phobias, like I'm claustrophobic, so I'm always like, this is gonna be how I end up dying, somehow suffocating. Like,
Ooh,
and I
that's the
hope that's
worst
not,
way.
but that's just yeah, and that's just because I have that, like, I'm claustrophobic. But
Yeah.
I don't know.
I think
have
I'm
no
gonna die a multimillionaire.
That's
Just
a good
saying.
answer right there. That's a good one. I like that one. All right, let me pull up the next one. I have it here saved. So tell me about this plane crash, man, while I'm pulling this up. What are you talking about? You survived a plane crash?
Yeah.
The hell?
Yep. I could tell you, but I could tell you, on another.
No, he went.
Outside
Oh,
of this,
he's like, bring me back on the podcast. I'll tell it on another episode.
Well, they're actually they're helping me write a book about it
Oh,
because
are you
it's
serious?
been a
Okay,
couple of
say no
times
more.
where
Say no more.
where I've escaped death, I guess you would say.
No
Not only the
kidding.
first-
Oh, we're gonna have to have an episode just with Ricky about all the times he's escaped death. I gotta hear this.
He's a cat with 9 lives.
Okay,
No, I'm a dog with
so
9
this
lives.
one, you guys have kind of explained some paranormal stuff. This is so we might have to skip this one, but I'm gonna ask it anyway. What is the weirdest paranormal experience you've ever had?
His is the one in
You
Norway.
kind of
'cause
both
that's
have explained, I
practically the
think,
only
right?
one.
Yeah.
No, because I have more. I
That's
have
crazy to me.
weird stories.
It's because she's haunted.
You got another
what I
one?
mean? She's
Oh, I have
mentally haunted.
several more.
So tell me
Like
one.
the weirdest one I ever had. I was probably like 10 or 11, and this was a group one. This is why this one has stuck with me through the years, because it wasn't just me. And it was like me and my cousins, and we're probably all like 10, 9, 10, in that age range. And then we had an older cousin. So she was probably like 14, 15. So she was babysitting us. And so my family owns a local bar here in San Antonio. And so the adults were at the bar. And so we would kind of like, when the weekend would come, we already knew we were going to stay at my cousin's, and my older cousin was going to babysit us. And we were in the living room, and we started hearing this loud banging noise, like, like cymbals, like from the drums or whatever, like 2 cymbals crashing, like the percussion section, just like, and we were like, who's making that noise? Because we were all watching a movie in the living room, and there was like no other kids. It was just us. And so we walked around the house, and we were like, what was that noise? Like, did something fall or right? And so we went back to watching the movie. The noise started again, and it kept getting louder. Like, it moved through the hallway of the house and came to the living room until it got so loud in the living room. Like if somebody was standing in the living room, crashing cymbals. We got so scared that we went and locked ourselves. And it was probably 4 of us plus my older, like 4 little ones plus my older cousin. We locked ourselves in her bedroom, and we were so scared. And we're calling the bar, like calling our family at the bar, like saying, please, somebody come home, like send an adult, like we're hearing things, like somebody's in the house. And then so we're in that room, and here comes the crashing sound again. And it would slowly, progressively get louder until it sounded like it was in the room again with us. So we ran out of her room, and we went into like the family room, because we were in like the living room. Then they had like a den, and to like the den family area. And we were there. By this time, it's so late. We're like falling asleep. So like it stopped. We're all falling asleep, watching a movie. We think like, okay, like we don't know what it was. We're falling asleep, and then crash in the room. Like the cymbals, we're all laying down on the floor with blankets and pillows. And like if somebody was standing over us with cymbals crashing them, we jumped up, ran back into her room. We already knew like the bar closed at 2. So like they would get home normally like 2:20, 2:15, 2:20, because they'd lock up the bar. And we were just like waiting for them to come home, like waiting for them. We were all by the window just crying, like, and it was like something all of us experienced at once. So, and then her being a little bit older, like, she's probably like 14, 15, like all of us remember this. Like all of us to this day remember this. It happened to all of us, like, and we can never explain it. Like there was nobody else in the house. There was no music on. The next morning when we woke up, we literally went around. My aunt had like these brass plates, like as decor hanging on the wall. We got the brass plates off the wall and we were crashing them together. We were trying to
Recreate it.
recreate that sound, and we couldn't. But what was so weird was how it would start low and get louder till it sounded like it was right over us. But their house was haunted. Like we have so many stories in that house. That house was haunted.
And it's not like one person just experienced, like all y'all experienced it. So it's a shared experience. Yeah. Interesting.
Exactly. Yeah.
Very interesting.
That one's the one that's like my most like memorable one that I remember.
Cool. All right, guys. Question number 5. What is the weirdest or scariest dream you've ever had?
I've had a dream about a parallel universe, but we would watch the show Fringe a lot.
I like Fringe. That was one of my favorites.
That was one of our favorites too. And I think it was in the time we were watching Fringe a lot, and like I was in a parallel universe and everybody thought I was like crazy, like mentally, like I had literally lost my mind. And they had put me in like a mental institution, and I was crying to him, telling him like, I'm not crazy, please don't leave me here. But I could tell I was in like a parallel universe. Like I woke up, I was so scared when I woke up.
That's a good one. How about you, Ricky?
Oh man, I've had a lot.
Yeah.
But the way I look at dreams is almost like you're peeking into other universes when you're dreaming.
Dude, I was just going to say what she's saying is that, that one of the prevailing theories is that when you dream, you're actually taking a look at your life in a different universe. Like I was just saying this last night. I interviewed this lady last night, and she was great. But I was telling her that I had a dream that I was married to someone I went to school with that I know we never would have gotten married. You know what I'm saying? She was like a friend. We lost touch, and then like I would say about 10 years ago, we saw each other again, started talking, hanging out, having a few drinks or whatever. She was going through a divorce. I was going through a divorce. But I never in my mind would I thought we would be together. But in this dream, we were married. It was so bizarre. Yeah,
because
so
they
freaking.
say everything is happening all at once.
Right. Sorry, guys. Yeah, everything is.
Hey, that's a ghost, man. That's a door.
They want
to. They want to get in. They're not getting in here. Hell no. Yeah, I love that. I love that, and I'm fascinated by dreams. And I think you're right. I think that in a way, whenever we're dreaming and something doesn't seem quite right, is because we're in a different universe, seeing how we're living in a different.
Like. Where do you go? Where does your conscience go when you're asleep?
You know a lot of people say that our soul leaves our body.
Yeah.
And there's like a silver cord or something that keeps us like you can go to Mars or you can go to the moon or whatever. You can go Africa. But when you wake up, it's got to come back. But I don't know about that. I'm not sold 100% on that, but it could be. Who knows, right? Yeah, I don't know.
I'm not sold on that either because I've heard that, and then when I go to sleep, I'm like, please dream that I'm in XYZ because I've never seen like Africa. I've never seen Victoria Falls. I'm like, take me there tonight, and it never takes me where I want to go.
Wow. That I believe that when you fall, like when you're falling asleep, you go into a theta state. You can actually tell yourself what you want to dream about. I think it works. I've messed around with that a little bit. I like to program myself. I like to think about, how I'm going to succeed or what I'm going to accomplish or what I'm going to do when I fall asleep. And then, or I try to what am I grateful for? The things that I'm grateful for. And I find that I want to have a great day tomorrow. I find that actually works. Like the next day, I'm like really happy and I don't know why. And I'm like, dude, it's because you were thinking about that last night.
Thinking about that.
No, you know why it works when you're thinking about stuff like that? Because through the years, as I've learned all these things, and I'm self-taught. I didn't go to no school for what I do. Is that your subconscious mind is what figures everything out. So if you're falling asleep and you got an issue, your subconscious mind will always find it for you.
Yeah. I remember I used to
then-
have these arguments with people in my head before I fell asleep. Like at work,
Yeah.
like people I would never argue with for whatever reason in my head. I'm like arguing with them, and I was angry when I was younger, man. I was angry all the time, and then I would wake up the next day and go to work. I was angry, and I would have an argument with that person. I was like,
Well,
what the
yeah.
hell? It's like Nostradamus shit. What? How did I predict this? I don't think I predicted it. I kind of willed it in my
Creative.
brain. I programmed it or
Creative.
something. It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
It works. I think it really works. My
I
dog.
think it does work too, because he will have a issue with like a car in his shop, and
Mhm.
he'll won't be able to figure something out, and he says that he'll tell himself before he goes to sleep, and then
Yeah.
his subconscious mind figures it out, like he said, and he wakes up and he's like, I know how to fix
It's
the
not
car.
even to the point where you're
Wow.
asleep. Is if you understand that subconsciously it's back there, and then when it figures it out, it brings it back up, and okay, let's
That's
go try
cool,
that.
man.
And it works. It always works. It never fails.
That's
Actually,
pretty
you know
awesome.
what about the dreams? I should have told him about the snake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, because I had kept having dreams about snakes, and it is the
Mhm.
year of the snake.
Oh,
So
okay.
I had dreamt, you know, the snake that they say, what is it, black and yellow, kill a fellow, or black, you
Mhm.
know, the pattern. I don't know if you've ever heard those sayings about, because we
Yeah.
live out in the country, so we have to worry about snakes sometimes.
Right.
I dreamt that I opened the sliding door to our house to let our dog out, and this very specific color, the one with the black, red, and yellow, was
Mhm.
walking, slithering on our path, slithering.
He was like, "Hey guys, what's up, man?"
Right, walking. That would be hilarious. Like on the path,
Slithered up.
like the walk, yeah, like on the walkway going towards our sliding door. A week later, I opened the sliding, and every day I was so scared to open the sliding door and let my dog out, because I was like, is a snake out there? And so I just, ever since I had that dream, every morning I was making sure there was not a snake out there before I let the
Yeah.
dog out. First, like before, like a week went by, and sure enough, I opened the sliding door and looked, the exact snake that I
The
dreamt
same
of was
color?
coming. Yes, same color,
Holy
same
shit.
spot, everything. Like it was in the same direction, slithering towards me on the exact spot on the path on our walkway that I saw in my dream. And
That's
I
some
was,
Nostradamus shit right there. That you predicted
She
that.
even dreamt of walking in the shop and opening the door and seeing a snake,
Oh,
and she saw one.
yeah, that one
damn.
was huge. Like
Yeah.
I've already, yeah, like it's, yeah, I'm just like, what is going on? But then we're like, well, why can't you predict the lottery numbers?
Yeah, I know, man. That would be fantastic.
I'm over here predicting snakes walking, that's slithering around.
All right, guys, we're down to the last question, question number 6. Who the fuck do you think you are?
I'm Ricky Rooster, the one-man band man.
The one man band.
I like that. How about you, Laura?
That's why he named his page Uno Nuno Media, or that's why he named his media
Yeah.
company
Because
Uno
I can play
Nuno.
the guitar, bass, drums, keys. Shit, you put me on there, I'll play anything for you.
He can sing.
Yeah, he can.
Yeah.
Not
Musical.
like, you know, a Justin Bieber or nothing, but he makes his own music. Yeah.
Well, he didn't want to sound like Justin Bieber anyway. Yeah. Who wants to sound like?
I don't want to be.
Or not
I ain't trying to hook
not
up
like
with
Chris
Diddy.
Brown. Not like Chris Brown.
Shit, I don't think that's
Oh.
how famous is 'cause I didn't take the Diddy trap.
I don't know. I
What-
think I'm just a girl from the South Side trying to make it.
Yeah. That's a good answer. That's a good answer. Keep trying because you're doing great. You guys are doing great. Well,
Oh,
that's
thank
the
you.
show, guys. I just want to thank you so much, Ricky, Laura, for being on the show. I really appreciate it. I'm so glad to finally have someone from San Antonio, Texas here. This is
Aw.
great. You guys
know,
really
dude.
represent the city. I love it. Anything else you
you.
want to give us your like
Just
your-
like
your-
I'm so appreciative of you inviting us on the show. Like this
Oh,
has been
man.
a great experience. Like we thank you
Oh.
so much.
Oh, thank you. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. You want to let everyone know where they can reach you on Instagram or anywhere else?
Yes, I am Lara _ everywhere on all the platforms, which is I have Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. And then
Awesome.
From Uno Nuno Media.
Uno Nuno Media. Is
Uno
it a
Nuno
.com
Media,
or
but no, it's just Uno Nuno Media.
Yeah.
cool on Instagram?
Yes, on
Yeah.
Instagram. But you also have PMG Custom is for the automotive interior.
Mhm.
PNG, yes, custom.
Yeah,
That's
PMG,
awesome.
para mi gente.
Okay. Beautiful. All right, guys. Well, that's the show. Thank you so much for joining me. And if you guys really are interested in something, then go down that rabbit hole. Thanks, guys.
Bye.
What a good time with those two, Ricky Rooster and Laura Everywhere. Again, guys, get out there and follow Laura Everywhere. She's great. Her page is great. I know that Ricky's involved, and he is also a pretty good photographer, I have to say. And I just think it's weird that I was going through my pictures today, believe this or not, because we recorded a couple of weeks ago, and today I was looking through my photos, and I found a small video, and he was in the video. Shocking. I'm like, I have to send it to him. I was freaked out by that. But here's my little post thing I like to talk about. Where the hell was I? I was trying to record something. What happened to that? It's gone. Where'd it go? Damn it. Let's try this. So anyway, I do a lot of driving, as you know, and I have all this time to like think about different stuff. It gives me like clarity on issues, and one of them being, when I was younger, I was mean. There was a mean streak in me. I was angry, and there were reasons why I was angry, and I didn't know how to control this. It was in my late teens, early 20s, and it's kind of hard to talk about, but it was basically, I was angry, and I was a mean person. I could be mean, If you were cool with me, I was cool with you. That's just the way it was. But if you actually try to step to me, or you overstep the line, I'd let you know it wasn't cool, and I'd let you know in a way you never forgot. Was I physical at times? Yeah. Am I proud of it? No, not at all. And you have to try to, therapy is a good thing. I didn't go to therapy at this time, but I think it's a good thing. I keep hearing good stories where it helps people work through issues. I did this on my own. I found out why I was angry, and I tried to deal with it. I tried to work it out. I tried to figure out why, and I basically had to forgive some things. I had to forget some things. Well, not really forget. You never forget this stuff, but forget it in the sense that it makes you angry. Forgive is a gift, not for the other person. It's really a gift for you. Wow. That's the truth, though. I just thought of some sort of philosophical thing, and my mind is not fully putting it together, but it's something like, I'm not going to say it because I can't remember it fully, but it has something to do with a hot coal and throwing it at somebody because you're angry. You're really hurting. But the reason why I want to take this little break is I want to say, be kind to everyone you come across. No matter what day you're having, no matter, so-and-so said so, this or that or whatever. It's not their fault. Don't take it out of these people. They didn't do anything wrong. Try to be understanding, and don't add to it. You know what I mean? You don't know what these people are going through. Could be the smiliest motherfucker you'd ever seen. I mean, think about Robin Williams, one of my favorite actors, comedians, whatever you want to call him. He was going through a lot, man. He didn't seem like it because he was making you laugh. But was anyone taking care of him? I'm sure that was the case, right? But he was going through a lot. And you don't know what people are going through. You don't want to add to that. Don't add to it. It makes it worse. It's bad karma, whatever. Just be kind. I made so many mistakes in my life where I was not kind. You know, I'm very lucky that nothing horrible happened. You know, you can diffuse that. You can change the timeline by not going in that direction, and then there's this extra shit you have to deal with now. You know what I mean? Like, you got arrested because it escalated, or you have to pay a lawyer to do this bullshit. Trust me, it's better to be nice. Just be kind. If they're an asshole, that's on them. Just be kind. And if you need to walk away, walk away. It's the smart thing to do. And it's something that the young would have problems or have issues with because they don't have the experience. But there's some people, man, who are young and already know this, like old souls. Like, they know that other people are going through things. They're not going to answer that. That's a beautiful thing to me. I think it's wonderful. Can you do that? Are you that kind of person? I wasn't, but I am now. You know, I may have judgments, which it's really hard to not judge people. I would love to not judge people, but you know, don't act on them, man. You don't know. You can have a judgment of this person, and then you meet them, you talk to them, and suddenly they are the most amazing human being you've ever met. That's happened a lot to me in life. They're like great people. There's so many great people out there. And yeah, there's the opposite, right? But you don't have to spend time with them. And certainly don't have them in your life a lot because that sucks for you. But yeah, there's some great people out there. All I'm saying is just be nice. Just be kind, be courteous, be understanding. You can do it. If I can do it, you can do it. All right, guys. That's the show. Thank you for listening. Please do me a huge favor. Go to Apple Podcast and give me a 5-star on there. And if you leave like a nice little note on there, a little, I can never remember the word, but you know what I'm saying. Some wordies that say, hey, this is a great show. It helps my show get out and more people can listen to it. Which I gotta say, the numbers have been really nice. I'm not a numbers guy when it comes to podcasts. I'm just happy to be doing the show. It's fun for me. I get to talk to interesting people. I get to work with my friends. It's great, man. I love it. But I've been looking at it. It's been popping off, and I'm pretty happy, especially on YouTube, guys. Thank you so much. More likes on YouTube. Do some comments and subscribe to my YouTube. It's Dayvid from DTRH. It's 3 words. It's David from Down the Rabbit Hole. But David spelled with the Y. Yeah, that's right. If you are interested in this hat, I got merch. I got t-shirts. Look at this. Yeah, you think I'm weird? I'm fucking weird. Go to deeperdowntherabbithole.com. Click on the merch button, and you can see what's out there right now. I'm about to start putting some more stuff out there. I'm getting good at this, y'all. I love it. I love making stuff. I guess I'm an artist in a sense. I'm watching the Spurs game at the same time. Can you believe that? And they are 3-pointer, baby. Yay. All right. So definitely go get some merch out there. I got mugs. I got t-shirts. I got all sorts of stuff. I got notebooks. What? Thank you so much for listening. That's it. I will see you next time. And if it's interesting to you, then go down that rabbit hole.